Today we're going to answer a question. Why do we need to drink 4 cups of wine on Passover? For those of us outside of Israel, where we have 2 Seders on the first 2 nights of Passover, we have to drink 4 cups each night. 4 cups of wine for 2 nights in a row. And it's a rabbinical commandment mentioned in the Talmud. So what is the reason for this? So the simple explanation is that God mentioned to us in the Torah, in promising Moshe to the Jewish people, that he's going to redeem us 4 times in 4 different ways. V'hotzesi, v'ga'alti, v'lakachti, v'hitzalti. I'm going to take you out, I'm going to redeem you, I'm going to save you, and so on. God was promising us those terms of redemption, and for each one we're thanking God with a glass of wine. But why wine? Why not apple juice? Or why not soda or seltzer? So wine is a representation of royalty, designation. We drink wine when we're at a special event or a special occasion, if we're with friends, or we're at a gala, or we're at some sort of situation where it warrants drinking wine. In fact, every Friday night, when Shabbat begins, we actually make the Kiddush on a glass of wine to sanctify that these next 24 hours of Shabbat are holy and special and designated. The word Kiddush or Kedusha means separate and designated for holiness. So we're sort of establishing that these 24 hours are special, and we do that with something within materialism that is considered special, such as wine. We don't just want it to be spiritually special, we want it to be physically and materially special. However, Passover takes it even further because we have to drink 4 cups of wine. Now, it's not just the terms of redemption. There's actually a Kabbalistic reason for this as well, and that is that the Hebrew word for a cup is kos. Kos is Hebrew for cup, glass, and it's made up of 3 Hebrew letters: Kaf, Vav, and Samach. Kaf is the numerical value of 20, Vav is the numerical value of 6, Samach is the numerical value of 60, totaling 86. Now, there were 86 years of real brutal hardship of slavery, and we are drinking a cup of wine to commemorate the 86 years of slavery. But the question is, why? If we're trying to celebrate freedom, not the slavery part, what's the significance of the number 86? So here's the deal. When Hashem told Abraham, when God promised Abraham and told him that his descendants are going to go into Egypt and they're going to suffer in Egypt, but they're going to be redeemed with great fanfare and be given the land of Israel, God told Abraham that it's going to be 430 years. Now, minus 86 from 430, and you're left with 344. Now, if 86 years was the brutal hardship of slavery that the Israelites faced in Egypt, we're left with 344. Where did those years go? Divide 344 by 4, and you have 86. So there are actually 344 years that we were saved from slavery, and we are drinking 1 glass of wine to thank God for the 86 years we did not have slavery. So 4 times 86 equals 344. So we're thanking God for the 344 years of non-slavery. Now, another fun fact. The cup of wine or the glass of wine that you drink on Passover has to have a minimum of 86 milliliters, which is about a little less than 3 ounces. We are to be careful, or to make sure we've done it right, we have at least 3 ounces. Some say to go above to 3.5 ounces to make sure that we are fulfilling the mitzvah of drinking 4 cups of wine. So this Passover, make sure that number 1, you have a glass that is at least 3, preferably 3.5 ounces big, and you want to drink the entire glass of wine or grape juice 4 times. If you could do it throughout the whole Seder in its designated time, great. But otherwise, even making the blessing and drinking it is fulfilling the mitzvah that has been given to us to celebrate freedom